Top of the morning to you. It's a little bit after the 8 o'clock hour. You're still tuned into Coffee and Conversation with Collette on this amazing new day. What I tell you, if you are able to see me and I'm looking in the camera at you, then hey, that's all that matters. We have the fortune to be able to have life and breath. And what you think determines what will happen for you. So I'm just giving you positive energy. You know, our goals here are the 3 E's: educate, enlighten, and empower. It's really that simple. A lot of times we have conversations and we talk about things that you're really not too comfortable with. Not a problem, because that promotes growth. You know that, right? When you're uncomfortable about something, it's kind of ebbing and pushing and pulling at you, then you're going to think about it. It's going to settle in on your spirit, and it's not going to be able to stay there. And so you're going to come and start thinking about what we've discussed and how you can have viable solutions for what it is that you're challenged with. And I believe the whole point of what we're discussing today, and I'm going to get Brother Thomas back on the line, we talked about wealth, politics, and legacy. And you all know us. It's always a symptom versus an issue. We're always going to dig deeper. It's always going to be more than what it is. And so I believe that it all just falls back into who we believe we are and the importance of structure and family. What do we say? That after we were emancipated, our first goal was to reinstitute the family. Our family, our structure. You all heard me just acknowledge the life and legacy of civil rights pioneer William Brooks, and that his wife Betty was at his side when it was time for him to leave this physical form of 62 years. 62 years of marriage. I'm going to bring Brother Thomas back on the line, and he said that he and his wife have celebrated some 40 plus years. 40 years, you all. But we can't be committed to the outfit we're going to wear that day. We can't be committed to the car we're going to drive. You can't commit yourself to a job. You can't commit yourself to raising your children right. You can't do I need to keep going? And then you wonder why the outcomes aren't what they are. And then you constantly keep pointing the finger at somebody, telling them to give you something that you believe that you deserve based on what? Oh, because we were slaves? Stop it. You all know that this America wasn't built for us. That's not a problem. You're supposed to make it work for you, everybody. And we can, and we have. We've had the history to show what we would do and what we could do when we were committed to each other. We were collaborative with each other, aggregate with our monies. Brought them together. You all heard Dr. Anderson yesterday that said the consumption power, the wealth of black folk, just with what we have to spend, it has more value than some cities, countries, Thailand, Switzerland, the monies that we have as a collective. But we just won't work together because our concern is who's going to be the head of it. You all know it's true. That's why you have a church on every corner. Because I had to determine that I didn't like what this pastor was saying because his interpretation was different, and I didn't want to fall up in line with it. So I'm just going to take my little 10 people and I'm going to create my own church. You all know. That's why you only have that one little group of friends, because you figure that's just your clique and you can't bring in anybody else that's new or that's different or someone that has a different ideology because you want to be in that little group. And if that little group is enough for you and you all are building wealth and you are making a difference and you all are effectuating positive change, have at it. But if that little group just stays that little group and all you all want to talk about is going to they say and going to get turned up on the weekends, I question you to look at it a little bit differently. And then at the end of the day, if you really know who you are and what you want to be and what it looks like for you, and what you want to do when you grow up, not a problem. Then you have children. And so then what do you sow into them? What are you teaching them? What are the lessons for them? Because majority of us don't understand money. So we don't understand wealth. We don't understand then how to create legacy. We surely don't understand how politics fits into it. Because again, we keep waiting for somebody to save us, and then when it looks like us, we want to crucify them. When everybody else does what they do in the cycle, we sit up and just sit and be dormant. Let me go back to Brother Thomas. Brother Thomas, thanks for your patience through the break.
Thank you.
Not a problem, sir.
Now, here's as I finish talking to you.
Please.
My wife and I didn't start going to each other right off, right? But when we first met, she introduced herself to me. And I said, my great aunt taught me about the mother and the father. You'd be so comfortable with each other that you know how to respond to each other. Yeah. I told you, we don't go about the mother's love. We don't go about the natural father's love that we born with. You love thyself.
Yeah.
That's that first love, Father. That first love is mother. I talked to you about it a long time ago when you had your girlfriend. I said, what do y'all know about the mother and father's love?
Yeah.
She talked to me in a way. She said, my name is Brenda, and do you need any help? Because we had just moved in. She said, I know how to babysit. I know how to clean house.
Amen.
And she said, I know how to do a number of other things. And she said, the last thing, she said, I know how to cook.
All right.
I said, wait a minute, little girl. She said, I'm not no little girl. And I said, you look like a little girl to me. I ain't no little girl. I'm 13 years old. I said, well, I came from Florida with girls at 5, 6, and 7 years old could cook you a whole meal. She said, I can cook a whole meal. And I said, I tell you what you do. When you cook that meal, you come to my house. In 2 days, she's knocking on my door.
Wow.
I was so, I said, oh, I said, she came. And I kept my eyes on. I said in my head, Grand Angel, that's the one. I said, I'm so comfortable, and she's so comfortable with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I bought 3 dinners from her.
Okay.
Because she was selling dinners.
Okay.
Now, she was 13. At that time, I was 18 years old. Okay. We didn't start going, but every time we walked out the door, we seen each other, and we always talked with each other.
Right.
And listen to this. By 1969, we was together. By 1967, I was in the automobile industry, okay? Yeah. Okay, 1973, we left Shoemaker and Elserford and moved to Audubon at 5501 between Southampton and Chatler Park Drive. Right. My goal was to pay for this house before the 2000 ended, but I ended up doing it in 2003, okay? Amen. It's done. And also, I made a commitment at choice with one of these days, we're going to have to do a lot of repairs on this house. I said, but we're going to sacrifice until I get where I want to get. Chrysler tried to put us out, right? And they put out the old one. I said, honey, I'm waiting until they buy me out. Yeah. And so they did. They came up with $70,000, right? Yeah. Once they reduced that money for me, I came home with $43,000. I paid off all existing bills, everything. And I still got some monkeys on my back, but that gave me a balance, right? But now, I told you, in 16 months, by the end of 2019, I will be saving $15,000 a year. Yeah. Within 6 years, I have enough money to have her house done inside and out. I can bring the young smile we had when we was in here to now the old smile that we gonna have, finishing everything off. Okay, I'm gonna say this to you also. Okay. These people, you're too busy integrating yourselves from each other instead of being one and strong. The Nation of Islam and Jamoji, everybody used to be out in the streets selling papers, fruits, bean pies, Albert Cleese and all them. Malik Shabazz and all of them used to be down on Woodward in front of the unemployment office of Woodward and Claremont. They used to be asking for donations. Yeah. Yeah. All these things used to been in existence. Yeah. I've always been given to us. We are the most prejudiced peoples against ourselves. Ida B. Wells said that. Yeah. Shirley Chisholm said that. Yeah. Ida B. Wells has always printed the part about when we was being hanging and about how we were treating each other. And here to the day, we still doing the same thing. I believe in who we are. You can take us out of Africa, but you can't take Africa out of us. Yeah. When do you see and acknowledge yourself and who you are? And stop being separatist against yourself. Oh, here's one question I want to say to you. Okay. The $100 I was talking about giving, yes. I want to know, I'm going to call the front desk today. I'm going to bring that $100 in today once I get my hygiene together.
Amen. And let me give you the number for the front desk. We appreciate it, brother.
I know it. That's 868-6612.
Absolutely. 868-6112. I appreciate it, sir.
Did you hear me?
I got you. Get your hygiene
together
be with
you.
And come on down.
I will.
All right, sir. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Did y'all get that? So at the end of the day, what did Brother Thomas say? I mean, it's all about who we are. It's his family. Do you all get that? Marriage is a business. Relationships are business. You negotiate, you compromise, you articulate. That's what you do. Our problem is that we don't understand. And then when it gets a little rough, we don't want to play our role. You don't want to get in your lane. Half the time, and I'm saying it, you don't want to let people lead. What did my dad used to always say when I was younger, he's like, women have this uncanny ability to be able to speak to a man and make him believe that his ideas are his ideas, but they were really her ideas. And so I always think about that. And then I had a great conversation with one of my girlfriends, great morning to you, Kyra, yesterday. And she said, when she was talking about her children and her son, she said, I want the right woman who's going to be the CEO of his life. Did you get that? The CEO of his life. So she can help manage so he can be successful for the family in his role as the man, as she raises the children and keeps care of the home and breathes life and sows life into the structure of who they collectively are. And we just miss that in some shape, form, or fashion. Do you all get it? Y'all, we got to get this. It's not about everything else. It's about us. I got about 15 minutes because they're in the building. I got to play. You know how we do. We got to give a little excitement too. So I'm going to take a break at the half and bring them on. But the lines are lit, so let me go to the lines. I'm going to get everybody in this morning. Great, amazing morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, yesterday we was talking about black business.
Yes, and today, what am I talking about?
I don't know. I just turned you on.
I'm talking about the same thing.
What is it?
I'm talking about the same thing. It's just
Okay.
it's just morphed into family.
Let me say this.
Please.
In Detroit, in 2012, the latest figure, there were 60,000. I'm gonna just round it off.
Okay.
Businesses in Detroit. That's manufacturing, construction,
okay.
Retail, wholesale, and all that.
Okay.
You had all totally the sales receipt was $90 million. What they sold.
Mm-hmm.
White, 15 million. Whites had 11,000 business. Blacks had 47,000 business, but only 1 million.
Okay.
47,000 that was registered to be business.
Okay.
1 million.
Okay.
Blacks with 47,000 business in Detroit
Okay.
just 6 years ago hired 765 people.
Okay.
In Detroit, blacks are 560,000. So you see, black business cannot compete. It cannot be a business. Now, if somebody says, "Oh, black people," I hear this a lot of times. Black people got money; they spend all the time. That's not where you go into money. You got to know if you are moving a neighborhood, what is the disposable income? What is these people? Because otherwise, why would I spend the money and put Myers 50 acre on Claremont and Linwood? They didn't put it there. They put it where they have looked at the neighborhood and go. So therefore, what I'm saying to everybody, business is where we at right now. It's just for individual achievement, but it's no means of struggle to bring out 560,000 people who are oppressed in Detroit. So we got to talk about how the best way we're going to liberate ourselves. So I'm saying business, all them talking about business. I seen the clip about, hey, we're going to go to black businesses and that's a form of liberation. No, it's not. I just gave you the figures.
Well, and I appreciate that, Brother Tyrone, and that's your opinion.
No, not opinion, that's a fact.
Stop. But for this conversation, and even if you say that it's a fact based on numbers that you were provided, doesn't mean that has to be the governance for people who are listening to this show. I appreciate what you're saying.
I know, but I'm trying to educate the people that listen to the show that it's not serious if you're going to talk about business or you're going to talk about anything and then the captain side and you don't talk about numbers.
Absolutely, but at the end of the day, then you have your hand out because now if you're suggesting to the people that they're not going to be successful as
No,
a
I'm
business,
just
wait one
examining one thing.
second, wait one second,
I'm
sir.
just examining.
Wait one
We're
second.
gonna.
Brother Tyrone, we're not going to do that now. We're not going to do that. So again, what I was trying to say, but he wouldn't let me say it, and I put you on hold, that we're not going to suggest to people that they can't be successful and start a business. And if that is for their individual wealth, so be it. But if you're not encouraging people to start their own businesses, then you're asking them to have a handout for a job. And that doesn't mean that that's working out for everybody either, is what I'm saying. So I appreciate what you believe is fact based off what they told you, because that's only reported by somebody and you act like it's fact. No, you're just regurgitating information that was given to you. And all I'm saying is if indeed that is your truth, so be it. But I'm not discouraging anyone from being an entrepreneur, from understanding what that looks like. This station right here wouldn't be in existence if who? Mr. R.J. Watkins and Mr. Henry Tyler didn't determine that they wanted to be entrepreneurs at a small level. So we wouldn't be in existence today. Stop it. Stop. And at the end of the day, that is our problem again, because we don't want to sit and encourage us to start something, and then when we start it, we don't want to encourage and sow into it so it can continue to thrive. Let me go to my call. Thanks for your patience. Great morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Listen, what was the name of the author in the book he wrote?
The clip that I just showed was Jason Riley, Please Stop Helping Us. He also has another book called False Black Power, but it's Jason Riley, Jasonriley. He was a columnist for the Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
All right.
The reason I'm asked, because his analysis was the same that I have, and my analysis was strictly astrological. Mm-hmm. When Uranus went into Virgo, that's when black folks rioted, had about 1,000 riots throughout the country, and when it went into Pisces, that's when we did whatever, all the stuff that he said. That's when everything started kind of blossoming for us in terms of what we had done.
Okay.
And that was very interesting, so I'm going to get his book.
Sure.
But the thing about statistics is that that's not an empirical analysis. Okay. And you have to have, it's important, but you have to have much more than just statistics. You have to have an empirical analysis. You have to have experience and so forth, history. You really have to study it. See, the thing about my analysis, he only dealt with the planet Uranus, but Uranus and Pluto were in conjunction. Okay. Pluto deals with power.
Sure.
And we did get power in Detroit. Coleman Young was the expression of that, and he satisfied both camps, the integrationist and the separatist position.
Sure.
See, but it without the power, the nature of anything that we do that's constructive is going to be through the church and, like what you were saying, marriage and citizenship.
Well, let me just say this much. And at the end of the day, you all don't have to like this, and I'll be going to a break, Shirley. You don't have to like this, but we're not empowered through our churches. I just said it. There is no way that we should have all these mega churches and the mega churches don't have a bank. The mega churches don't. The mega churches don't have a credit
Young wouldn't have got in.
Well,
if it hadn't been for the Shrine of the Black Madonna.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about where we are right now. How do you think we're going to build wealth? You keep thinking that we're going to have our hand out and you're going to go and have the proper credit score and the proper application. And you're going to go to the traditional bank and they're going to say, yes, Mr. Johnson, here's the $225,000 that you need right now. Here's your line of credit. Here it all is for you. No.
Well, I agree with you to some extent, but I don't want to get into that.
Well, we don't have to get into it. All I'm just saying is, At the end of the day, you have to change and shape your narrative. If you want something different, you're going to have to do it. The young lady in the group that we're about to bring in on, if she decided that all she was going to do is sit and wait because I want to keep watching Tyler Perry and I want to keep watching everybody else amass their wealth and amass their fortune and amass their fame and decide I'm just not going to do it, no matter what people say, I'm just not going to do it. Oh, I didn't have all this writing and I didn't go to UCLA, Berkeley writing school. I'm just going to sit back and wait. Where would she be? That's all I'm saying. And that's the problem that we have, is because we have a mentality that kills us because we're so afraid, and then we're sitting looking at what they tell us we can't do. I am
There's more to it than that,
tired of that.
There's more to it than that. But
Well,
I'm just saying that his analysis was really good in terms of the planet Uranus, but he left out. He didn't see the planet Pluto there. That deals with power. And see, black people, you don't find no institution more economically able than the black church.
right, but what is the black church doing?
Nothing. You're
Oh,
right.
okay. Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying.
So
I
we
agree
come.
with you to some extent.
Oh, okay. So what do? We come, and y'all know I just start going to church. Y'all know I go to New Destiny, and the reason why I go to New Destiny Christian Fellowship is because it's a give situation. I got food. Tonight I have First Friday movie night. It's free. 6 p.m. We're watching Shirley Chisholm, Unbossed and Unbought. That's at 6. Full dinner free. Tomorrow's food distribution after the radio show in the morning. Food distribution, that's free at 5 o'clock. We do help with electric. We do help with water. We do help with property tax foreclosure. That's the reason why I'm there, because it's service. I don't need to go and let you emotionalize me because I know how great God is. Period. Whether somebody's sitting up in a pulpit or if I'm walking down the street and I can connect to somebody, I know who God is. And for me, it's in service. I don't need to have to go someplace where everybody's supposed to believe what I believe, and then we up in the building on the Sunday, and then you walk out and the same people I'm with are struggling. Same people can't feed themselves. Same people can't. But I'm emotionalized. Stop it, is what I'm saying. So if we haven't taken that step over, and y'all don't have to like it, and I'm not bashing your pastors or your all that, I'm not bashing them. But if we want it more, we have to demand more, but you don't know more. You don't even read the Bible. You sit and wait for them to tell you. And you use the same scripture. What's the same scripture? We're going to go to Luke. We're going to go to John 3:16. We're going to do Psalm 23, Matthew. It's the same ones. There's all kinds of books in the Bible that you don't even know about. We might sit and talk about Exodus a little bit, but it's the same conversation. And at the end of the day, everybody's waiting to die, but no one knows how to live. So I appreciate your call. We're about to go to break because I'm going to change the tone a little bit. I know it's a little strong for you on Friday, but this is my birthday month. So I'm going to be intense because this is serious. If it wasn't really serious, it was serious now. So I'm going to get a little entertainment coming up for you, but it's going to be with a message. So everyone, I appreciate all your calls. We can continue to have the conversation, but we're going to switch gears into a little entertainment realm. But this is about creating a legacy. It's about having a dream and a vision and then creating it for a group of people that want to be a part of it that's going to change the message. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. There's more Coffee and Conversation with Collette right after the break. To you, we're back in the studio. That's what happens here on WHPS TV 33, where you can just change the atmosphere. We're having an amazing conversation about the importance of family. Our understanding of wealth and money then creates an influx of policy and politics, and ultimately we come away with a legacy. And so I shared with us before the break that I was so excited to have a young woman. She's back in the building. She was here last year to promote one of her plays. I believe that was her first at that time, but I could be wrong. She's going to correct me. But she's back today with another one. I have Sharia Divine Diva Perry in the house. She has a new play, Seasons Change, a stage play, a story of faith, family, and forgiveness. Great morning to you, young lady.
Good morning.
It's always a
Collette.
pleasure to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Everyone, can you hear her? Is she good? Are we good? We're going to move this over. We can share the mics.
right.
So what do you have for us? Now, last year when you were here, this was your first? Was that your first?
This was not my first.
It wasn't your first,
Yes.
but it was your first with me.
Yes.
It was the first with us.
Okay.
Okay, so gotcha. So it's not. So now we're back for something new.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about what we're promoting now.
So we're promoting Seasons Change is coming back, you all, better than ever. If you
Okay.
saw it last year, you need to come back again because there's a lot of twists in this one.
Okay.
A roller coaster ride of emotions. You're going to be up, you're going to be down. Don't blink because you might miss something.
Nice. So that's really good. So you've created a storyline and you're just moving into another phase.
Absolutely.
Oh, very good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell us, can we get a little teaser
A
about?
little teaser,
Yeah.
teaser. I mean, you know what? Anybody can relate to this story.
Okay.
I'll tell you that if you're human, you can relate to Seasons Change because how it changes in our life each and every day, each and every minute. You can relate to this play on some level. It's not a white person's play. It's not a
Sure.
black person's play. It's a people's play.
Perfect, perfect. It's a life
It's
play.
a life
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Okay?
That's important. And you have some amazing people with you this morning. Let's get some introductions if we can.
Yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourself, family.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Sure, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. My name is Denise Young Ogwa, and I play Rachel in the play Seasons Change.
Nice.
My name is Robert Merriweather, and I play Hustle Man in the play.
Hustle man. That kind of speaks for itself. Hustle man. Maybe, maybe.
And my name is At Peace Makita, and I'm the director for the play.
Nice. So we're excited, everyone. So now, okay, are you all seasoned, what do they call them, thespians? Or this is like new for all of you? Are you all seasoned actresses and actors? Yes?
Yeah.
Pretty much so, yeah.
Nice. Well, I know, Hustle Man, your voice alone. Do you sing?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So there's some singing. Oh, because last time we had an amazing young lady who was singing. So there's singing in this play?
Absolutely.
Nice. Is someone going to sing?
Right now.
And I put everybody on the
Good
spot?
morning,
now?
everyone.
Yeah, you know, that's how I do. I mean, we had it before. I just say, someone going to sing.
Right,
because
right.
we have a pair of tickets. Is that right?
Absolutely.
So everyone, we have a pair of, you can't not say that we have something for you always in Coffee and Conversation with Collette. We have a pair of tickets to give away this morning. So how do you want to do this? If you're the next caller, you'll
Let's
get the
do it.
tickets. Okay.
Let's do it.
So if you're the next caller, because all the lines are blank right now. So if you're the next caller, you'll get the pair of tickets. The stage play is going to be on Friday, October the 19th at 7 p.m. and Saturday. So they can decide which show they want to attend.
Yes.
Okay. Or Saturday, October the 20th from 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. And it's at 111 East Kirby Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48202. Okay, someone right here. The International Institute. We got a call right here. Great, amazing morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, wow. Great.
Wonderful. So are you calling for your pair of tickets?
Yes, I am.
You are the caller. So that is amazing. So what we can do is, why don't you, is there a contact number that you can give and she can contact you
Absolutely.
directly
Yeah.
to get her tickets?
So you will call 313. You got your pen ready? You ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Right,
I
she's
don't
been
want you
watching
to
it.
miss this.
Yeah, we're
I
going to make
want
sure
you
she
to be
doesn't
ready.
miss this. Right.
Okay, so 313-454-6051.
Okay, give it one more time, sir.
313-454-6051.
And your name, please.
Yes.
Oh, Faye.
Faye?
Yes.
Oh, Faye,
Okay,
congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Oh, well,
Faye.
thank you for the opportunity.
No, not a problem. Is there something else you'd like to share today, Faye, or you just want to call in for the tickets?
Well, I wanted to say that the gentleman at the table
Oh.
has a powerful voice.
Oh.
Well,
And
thank
so I'm excited about the program.
Yes.
And so I'm looking forward, and thank you again.
Oh, thank you so
Yes.
much, Miss Faye. That's so kind. So you have a powerful voice, Hustle Man.
Well, thank you.
Let's talk a little bit. Thank you so much, Faye. Have an amazing day.
Thanks, Faye.
So let's talk, since she kind of put you on the spot a little bit. What is the nature of your character in the play, Hustleman? Is it just literally as the name
Well,
depicts?
yeah, Hustle Man hustles hard every day,
Okay.
and he's had some tragedy in his life,
Okay.
and he's lost his faith. And I don't want to give too much.
Okay,
away,
no, that's good. I think that speaks for
You
itself,
know.
that he has lost his faith. And so many people lose their faith. I mean, so is that what you want to continue and convey from last year?
That is the message.
What it looks like.
A message of hope.
Okay.
I write from a place where people, at the point where people want to give up,
Sure.
at despair, is where I begin to write.
Okay.
And so that's where I write from. And the writing is in a message to bring people out, to uplift people that there is hope.
Sure.
And so not to give up when somebody in the midst of, when somebody's at the verge about to slit their wrist, my prayer is that if they hear this play or see this play, that they'll change their mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's always a business to things. We talk about the business of running this empire right here at TV 33 and 88.1, but there's a business of being able to produce the
Absolutely.
play. And so you have a young lady that's in the back at peace. So what was it about this play at peace, I believe, if I can, I'm going to switch this over, that caused you to want to be a part of it?
Oh, well, there's many reasons. I'm the director, she's the producer.
Sure.
And there's many reasons why I wanted to do this play, mostly because it's very inspirational.
Okay.
And I do, after reading the script, I could tell that there's so many different parts that anybody can relate to. And
Sure.
that's anything like that I want to be a part of.
Sure.
I even helped to develop the script because
Nice.
I could relate to so many characters in the play, you know. And then when I was helping her develop the script, she was like, you know what? You need to direct it. And
Nice.
of course, I had that background, but she really felt that I would be ideal to direct it because I could relate to every character in the script on some level and really bring it out of them. And so
Nice.
she gave me an opportunity to bring it out literally in
Right.
each one of the characters, and it's just been an honor. It's been a great experience. I'm an actor by trade.
Okay.
I do directing, but it's not been at this level before, so I'm really excited
Yeah.
about that, you know. And I just think that all the characters, all of the actors are really inspiring. They're good-hearted people.
Yeah.
I've worked in different productions where the energy was different. You know, it was very competitive. It was very ego-centered, me. And this is the first time I've ever worked with a group of adults where we literally are on a win-win page. We want everyone to succeed. We encourage each other. We support each other. You know, we're there for each other.
Right.
And so we know that this will take us even further. I'm really grateful to be a part of it.
And you know what? And I'm so happy that you said that. But it's very saddening also that this was the first time you said
Yeah.
that you've experienced this kind of cohesion
This
and this kind of camaraderie.
Yeah.
And did you all get what she shared? That Sharia shared with her work and didn't have a problem with her feedback, didn't have a problem with her assessment, didn't have a problem, I'm sure, at some point with her additions, her changes, her maybe suggestion to change some things and move some things around. Because I think that's what we miss. We were talking about it prior to you all coming on, what we have to do as a community to bring ourselves back together. And so many times it's the me, my, as Ed P said. We don't want to share our works. We don't want to share our gifts. Sharia could have just said, well, look, no, I wrote this.
Mine.
It's me. Right, it's mine. It's what I say, and it's my vision, and you all just play your parts.
Yeah.
Versus, you know what? Wow, Ed Peace, could you look at this? Could you read it and let me know honestly what you think? Because the ultimate is to have the best piece of work.
Yes.
And then to bring out the best for each other, everyone, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's the conversation that we're having here. Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Absolutely.
What did you want to share?
I want to say, no, absolutely. It's a great experience and opportunity, and it's for me, it's a challenge. As far as I do a lot of character. That's
Okay.
what I've done, like character. You know, a lot of comedy I've done. You know, so and I've done some drama pieces, mostly like in monologues and different things like that. But this is a great opportunity that she's given me, and I appreciate it to bring out something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I'm usually, more comedy. I do comedy pieces.
Okay.
Different things like that. So this is a little bit more drama for me, a little bit. So I appreciate that. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. Great director. great cast,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and we family.
Yes.
You know, we go through just like families do,
Yeah,
you
all of
know.
our stuff.
And
We've had to forgive each other. We've had to.
Nice, nice.
and a part, excuse me, in the play is actually we family. This is what we do. You know, that's one of the lines in the play that Rachel says. You know,
This is what we do.
this is
family.
what we are
We
family.
together, and
This is what we do.
Okay.
And you know what? And it's something that if that doesn't resonate, if you all don't have any other takeaway from today, I think that that was perfect. This is family. This is what we do.
We stay
Exactly.
together,
So at
we
the end of the
forgive each
day,
other.
please,
Absolutely.
we stay together. We can agree to disagree. We share.
Yeah.
We cry together.
That's right.
We forgive each other.
Exactly.
And then ultimately we stay committed to each other.
Absolutely.
Do
Absolutely.
you all get
what
that?
we do.
Because this is what we do.
This
And
is
at the
it.
end of the day, something happened to us along the way that we forgot that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What do you think that is? And I'm not trying to get you all off. I mean, I know you've been in the studio, you've experienced the show for probably the last 30 minutes or so. Why do you think it is that we are where we are right now? I mean, collectively as a people. Yeah. I mean, because sometimes I wonder if it's just me. And when I'm fortunate enough to be able to have the conversations that we have on this airway, it's because we're stuck. And I don't know what it is. And so I just said, that's why I asked. Let me ask another perspective. Maybe you know something that I don't know. Maybe you see something that I don't see. Maybe you believe that people are just so mired in their situation right now that they can't look to see that there's something brighter, that you can do something different, that you can still have hope in the midst of whatever these life challenges are. Do you think that that's what it is?
I think it's fear.
Fear.
I mean, fear on both ends. Fear from the powers that be, that
Yeah.
people are going to discover their power.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to discover their voice and their gift.
Okay.
So the powers that be are afraid of that
Okay.
because that means an uprising.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means change.
Okay.
And they don't want change. They want
Yeah.
control. And then people are afraid because it's like, if I just, life is not the easiest thing to get through. And, so to be afraid of moving past where you are, to be afraid to push boundaries and to stand up and be afraid to really get to know yourself, especially as African Americans. That African part,
Right.
Yeah.
real important,
Right.
and we kind of skip over that part.
Sure.
But once you know who you are as an African people, and then you incorporate that into your American lifestyle,
Yes.
then you can find a semblance of balance.
Sure.
It's not somebody telling you who you are. It's about you knowing who you are.
Sure.
It's about you moving. When you know, like you know,
Sure.
then you move in a totally different vibration
Yeah.
than if you're not sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Like, I think this is what I am. I think this is who I am. I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Something in me doesn't feel right about it, but I'm too scared to question it.
Yeah.
I'm too
Yeah.
scared to push it away. I'm just going to accept that this is how it is. This is how it's always been. So
Yeah.
why change? You
Yeah.
know? And so it's fear. I really think it's fear of, and because if it was love, think about the next generation. What are we passing on to them?
Sure.
And I know for a fact that we as a people, we have a very serious issue with thinking about the next generation. And our other counterparts in society, that's their drive. It's
Sure.
like, hey, let's think about what we're leaving our children. Let's think about do we still want to be on the planet in 100 years? Our legacy,
Sure.
our being, do we want it to be here in 100 years?
Yeah.
Whereas we as African people, we're just trying to get through.
Sure.
We're trying to survive. We're trying to make it from day to day. We still have that slave mentality of, one day my change gonna come.
Yeah.
Right.
One day, something gonna happen, gonna drop out the sky and just help me out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
you only help the God, spirit, the higher powers, your being, whatever you believe in is only gonna help you if you're willing to help yourself.
Ah. And Sean, there's a clip I'm going to try to pull. I don't know if you can pull it up for us really quickly. I don't know if you all have seen it. It's they call it a Savage commercial. It's a PSA. And there's this group, Joe Button posted it, but I know if you Google it, I don't know, Sean, if you can get it for me really quickly. It's about it's a 30-second PSA, and it's a group of Caucasian mature people. And they talk about millennials. If he's going to get it for us. And they say that. They're like, oh, well, what's going to happen with your future? Oh, because you're probably just going to post it on Facebook and do nothing about it. Or you say you're going to vote, but you're not going to vote because we vote.
Yep.
We're the only ones that vote. And it's just it's a in-your-face PSA that literally depicts, to your point, Ed Peace, about what's next. Because everything that we focus in the facades that we live in the social media world is not the real world.
Yes.
And so we're so detached and we don't even want to deal with the real world because we don't want to have the real conversations because even if we don't know ourselves or we believe we know ourselves, it's a work in
It's
progress.
a work.
it is.
And that
Absolutely.
work, that's the key word, work.
Yeah.
Work. You have to work at it, you know, and we live in a society, our westernized society has built it where you don't want to work. You want to take the easy route. You just want to point click. You just want to push a button. You don't really want to have to do the work to get there, you know?
Yeah.
And that is a very, like, to the point where people don't even want to flip a switch in their house. Like,
Right.
they just want to clap their
Right,
hands
right.
or
Alexis,
walk
turn
in
on
the
the light.
room and
Right, right.
the light is on, you know?
Yeah.
That is an underlay for the overplay.
Yeah.
That right there is a setup.
You know what? And he has the clips. Let's see it really quickly. And
go.
everyone, let me just give a disclaimer. I think they might have a couple choice words. I'm not too sure. So I'm just going to ask for your indulgence and forgiveness for this. But I want you all to see this clip.
Okay.
Sean, let's go. Thanks for finding the clip, Sean. Let's go and see the clip really quick. Here it is.
People, don't vote.
Don't vote.
Everything's fine the way it is.
Trump. That was us.
He's our guy.
Tax cuts for the rich? Hell yeah. I'm rich as
Climate change? That's a you problem. I'll be dead soon.
Sure, school shootings are sad. But I haven't been in a school for 50 years.
I can't keep track of which lives matter.
Sure you don't like it. So, you'll like some meme on Instagram.
If the weather is nice, maybe you could go to one of those little marches.
You might even share this video on Facebook.
but you won't vote.
You young people never do.
But I do. I do.
I do. Midterms, primaries.
Every single election.
We'll be there, but you won't.
Because we're a generation of doers.
Not whiners.
And we're doing great.
There's always a takeaway in your face. And please, everyone, forgive for the language that he used. You heard it, okay? But get the point. Did you get the point?
Yeah.
That at the end of the day, based on whatever it is, that is the reality that we're living in right now. And so I think it's an immediate tie-in to right where we are with the voice of a play yet again. Because maybe through your works and the conversations and your skill set that you'll show us, hey, I got to move out of the fear.
Yeah.
I got to reconnect with what works for me, which are people that look like me, who understand my struggle, who understand my story. We can agree to disagree, but collectively we can get beyond it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not just be a social media world, not just post and think we live everything on Instagram, and then that's it. And there's a disconnect.
Absolutely.
Sheree, where do you want us to go with this? And first of all, let me let them know. Please tell us where we can contact you.
All right.
Yeah. Move the mic. Grab the mic. Move the mic. Right.
So you can get your tickets on Eventbrite,
Okay.
on the Seasons Change page on Eventbrite.
Yes.
They're $25.
Yes.
You can also get them at the door. They will be available at the door. I wanted to say about Seasons Change,
Yes.
Collette, what you asked me. Seasons can change for anybody in any situation. That's what this play is about. But the thing is, you can pray about it, but you have to do your part. Faith without works is dead. You can't just sit there and let it fall in your lap. You have to do your part.
Yeah.
God says if you take one step, he'll take another. You got to do your part. Seasons can change. You got in your mind. Everything starts in your mind.
Yeah.
And then your actions will follow. So it's just an inspirational play for anybody, Colette. And get your tickets.
Absolutely, everyone.
Fill
Get
up the
your
seats.
tickets.
Come on down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay? Come laugh. You will definitely laugh. This is
Yeah.
not a boo-hoo play where you say what?
Right, say it. That was a good-
Say it.
I was trying to give her
Say
a little
it.
side note, but we
Right.
have a wonderful part Christian group that is part of our play. And I would let Sharia talk about it because you know more about it. But I
Yes,
definitely want to
yes,
make sure I
thank
give them
you.
a plug because
Nice.
they are
Absolutely.
a wonderful group of young men. The musicians that are playing
my
in our
God.
band are wonderful.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
my
everybody
God.
shine.
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody
Teamwork.
shine. So
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you,
You
sis.
welcome. You
Because
welcome.
we work together.
That's what it's about.
Because that's what family do. You
That's what
understand?
family do.
We work together. So absolutely, we are. We have a great group. Young Men for Christ.
Okay.
It's part of our cast. That's one of the top Detroit's top quartet groups, I
Okay.
believe, and they're in our cast. I'm glad to be working with them. I'm privileged and honored to be working with them. as well as we have a live band coming that's going to rock the house. Y'all, come get y'all Sweetie's Day on, okay? Come out, bring your sweetie, and have a great time. The band is world-renowned. Let me say that. Been all over. What's the keyboard that's playing for us? His name? Tony Stanford. I don't want to get the last name wrong. Tony, I love you. But he just played for Aretha Franklin's funeral.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And he just, right.
He just played for Tate Meyer. He's so humble. You don't even know. I love working with people like that.
Yeah.
That's not Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's just down to earth. Come in and just do their thing and then shine. They don't have to promote themselves. They shine. I love working with people like that.
Yeah.
Y'all will have a great time.
Absolutely.
I'm not just saying it because it's my play either, okay?
No. Right. But you can.
But
that's okay, right? Self-promotion,
I
sure.
believe in what I do. I believe in it, and through the testimonies of last year and everything, it's backed by popular demand. So come on out, sis. What do you want to say?
I just wanted to say too, this play is so profound because we get the message. You're gonna feel it, like, whoa, the seasons change really quickly. But one thing I love about this play is that it's for everybody.
Yeah.
We don't have any profanity in the play, but there's so much drama and there's so much reason to be in the play that you can bring your mom, you can bring your grandma, you can bring your children. Like, it is a wonderful opportunity for family. We want families to come to this play so that they can heal and they can entertain and enjoy each other together.
Yeah.
So, bring your boo, but bring your whole family. If you haven't took grandmama out in a while, go ahead and bless her with a ticket and bring her on out. It's perfect for everyone. We got great music, singing, we have some modern dancers, we got dancers in there acting. It is phenomenal.
Sure. You have one other comment?
Yes, I do. This is actually a domestic violence month.
Yes.
And so, Cherie, you can just kind of piggyback off of that, as far as, but I'm just saying, so that is one part of the play that we address in that, because that's so very serious,
Yeah.
People are going through things, and some things is hidden under the rug, or different things just have to be out, and you have to be cleared at,
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things we do touch on. So that's a serious.
It is.
And homelessness, right?
Everything that we endure in our communities and in our families.
Absolutely.
So everyone, I mean,
it's real. It's real.
It's real. Absolutely. Well, you don't want to miss it. So we let everyone know you got to come out to Seasons Change. It's a stage play, a story of faith, family, and forgiveness. Again, Friday, October the 19th at 7 p.m., Saturday, October the 20th, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the International Institute of Metropolitan Detroit. For more information, you can also be a sponsor and vendor opportunities, 313-454-6051. Everyone, our time is up for today. I mean, I can't imagine having a better conversation with you all. It is our goal, as always, that you are educated, enlightened, and empowered. Make the moments matter. Make a difference. Go by someone that you wouldn't normally walk by today and just speak to them.
Absolutely.
Speak life into them. It matters. It makes a difference. Thanks so much for your time. It's always a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you next Thursday, bright and early, unless you're going to come out tonight for the movie night at 6 p.m. at the Dave Sheffield Center. You know I'll be there. You know where to find me. But if not, next week, right here, 7 a.m. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.